Alright, welcome back to the Crabby Dice. Today we're going to be doing the playthrough for Istanbul. So this is the playthrough and review video. I'm going to do my review right after this intro. Click on the link below if you want the sort of setup and rules breakdown. Alright, so don't let the theme scare you away. We're sort of doing a trading in the Mediterranean style theme here. But we're going to be moving our merchant around here, bartering for goods, trying to collect gems because it is a race to 5. Alright, so this is a really good game. Three things before we get started. Please like, subscribe, and comment on my YouTube channel. That would be fantastic. Let's go. Alright, super quick review time here for Istanbul. So this game is fantastic and it's a reason it won the Kennerspiel des Jahres about 5-6 years ago. Alright, there's almost no negatives to this game. Alright, so what we're going to be doing is we're going to be moving our merchant around the game using a fantastic movement mechanism where you have to drop off your assistant and sort of bring him back into your stack as your merchant moves across the board. We're going to be doing a lot of bartering for goods and then exchanging all those goods and money for the gems that you see on the board to try to race to 5 gems. First to 5 is going to win the game. And what I notice a lot of the time is the winner in this game, you're either going to tie with somebody else and have to go to a tiebreaker, or it's like right there where everyone's going to finish at the exact same time or 1 turn difference or everything. So it's really intense near the end of the game and your decisions really matter. So it's maybe a wasted turn you had mid game could sort of cost you late game. All right, other positives: unique layout. You have 16 tiles, shuffle them up, lay them out on the board. You'll have a new layout every single time. You'll have to sort of switch up your strategy as you go. Now that leads to maybe a negative, which is, I don't know, I haven't played this game enough, but maybe you can actually sort of chart your course for the whole game just by looking at the initial setup. I know some people complain about that. You know what, until you get to maybe 12 plays, I don't think that'll be an issue, right? Let's just talk about the components here. Quick. Fantastic components. You get these plastic gems. Everything else is wooden or very thick cardboard. I actually really like these wheelbarrow tiles that you have. Empty space, but then you're filling them up with these extensions here. It's sort of nice to see. It gives a good representation of what your wheelbarrow looks like. So that's pretty cool. All right. And lastly, just in general, this game is pretty awesome because it just flows so fast. Okay, you can play this game even at 4 players in less than an hour. All right, your turns are so snappy. You're just moving your guy, doing a micro action, moves on to the next player. By the time it hits your turn again, you already sort of know what you're gonna do. All right, because you're sort of charting a course. I mean, you could hit maybe in mid game a stoppage in play where somebody doesn't really know what to do, so they sort of have to like gauge the whole map and take a couple of minutes to sort of figure out what their next like 4 or 5 moves are going to be. But once they figure that out, they're just going to go, their next 5 moves are going to be very quick because they're going to go, okay, I needed to go there, then I'm going to need to go there, and then maybe 5 or 6 moves from then they might pause for 2 minutes and sort of decide what they want to do. So the game moves at an incredible pace. All right, the game plays really well at 2 to 5 players. What I'm gonna say is I actually prefer it at 4. 5, it's a little rough. There's so much people on the board. You're gonna have to end up changing money pretty often in the game because we're all gonna be changing, paying $2 to go on other people's spots, and it's gonna be very crowded. At 2, it's way too open. So 3 and 4 are probably the best player counts here. And lastly, well, that was about it. Just wanted to mention a little bit about the movement. I really love the movement mechanism here. Yokohama is probably one of my top 5 games of all time, and it uses the exact same mechanism, except this one you're dropping assistants on and off. In Yokohama, you're sort of placing them wherever you want and then powering up that spot, right? So it's sort of the same thing, but a little better. So you can almost think of this as the little brother to Yokohama. If you only have an hour, you play this. If you have 2 hours plus, then you play Yokohama, right? It's so almost the same style and strategy mechanism with the movement. So there's my review for Istanbul. I'm gonna have the review for the expansions coming up right after this video, but let's go to the playthrough. Alright, welcome to the Istanbul playthrough. So I'm gonna actually try and play the complete random tile setup thing going here. So I'm gonna show you how to set up the game with this playthrough as well. So the way it works with just the base game is you're gonna set up a 4x4 grid. There's one exception: your fountain always has to be one of the middle 4 pieces. So instead of having it on the outside, I'm gonna have it on the inside somewhere. And you're just gonna make a 4x4 grid. So let's have 4 up there. Let's have 4 like this. All right, and finally, all right, so if you don't know how to set up the game, let me show you how to do it. It's pretty simple. So this is called the Wainwright. You're gonna have 3 of every mosque wheelbarrow extension per player on there. It is gonna have 3 gems. So wherever you see these gems in the bottom left corner, you're gonna end up just playing the number of gems equal to the number of players. So I am going to be playing a 3-player game, so let's do that right away. Next, you're going to have the mosque areas. Let's just fill these up right away. These are extra assistants, 1 per player. I like to keep it next to this one here. Let's fill up the other mosque. Let's set up our markets. Where are they? This is the light one, which is the small market. Then we have the large market here. We're all going to start in the fountain. Our family members are going to start in jail, and the jail is way off into the corner over there. And lastly, I just have to fill up the gems that are on the tracks over here. So I am playing 3 players, so I'm going to fill it up to where it says 3 players on the track. And where's that other track? It's all the way up here. Let's just that quick. And there you go. That's pretty much it for the setup. There's the the post office, which needs its 4 neutral cubes. Alright, here we go. So I'm gonna be first player. So the way it works is the first player is gonna start with $2. So let's see if my camera is working. Yep, there you go. So I'm gonna start with $2. We start with 0 goods, 0 gems. So it is a race game. You're gonna try to get the 5 gems. First one to 5 is gonna win. We all start with a card, so I'm gonna shuffle the card deck, give myself a card. Which one did I get? I got something. Alright, we'll look at it later. This is going to be on the side of the board here, so that's going to be the card draw pile. The discard pile, just FYI, should be on the board itself, but it just takes up room. We're just going to keep the discard pile next to the draw pile. It helps keep your eye off the board as well, because when you draw cards from here, you can draw from the discard or the draw pile. Alright, so let's not waste any more time. Let's zoom in a little bit. Oh, I did forget one thing. The smuggler and the governor have to be on the board. So 7 for the governor. So he's going to start on number 7. And 5 for the smuggler. So once I find 5, here you go. That's where they start, and they'll give us some special powers as we start the game. Alright, so let's... oh, this is actually, I get to take 2 times the gems when I do the thing. Anyway, we'll talk about that. That's more of a late game card, so I might talk about it later. Alright, so what do you do on your turn? Pretty simple. On your turn, you're going to take your stack, which includes all your merchants, all your assistants, sorry. So your main guy here is called a merchant, and every tile below it is called an assistant. And what you do is you're going to move 1 space and activate that space. Alright, there's 4 steps. First is movement. Next is you have to check if anyone has their merchant on that tile. After that, you're going to activate the tile. And then finally, you're going to activate the family members of other players' colors if they're there, and also the black governor, smuggler, and the purple governor if they're there. So I'll just show you quick with a couple of rounds here, and then I'll speed it up even more. So the first thing I'm going to want to do maybe is come over here and activate the fabric warehouse. So what this is called, just a resource gathering spot, and it says raise my red to maximum. So what I'm going to do is go to my board here, take my red and raise it to the max, and I'll show you why I'm doing this in a couple of seconds. Alright, so there you go, that was my turn. Alright, so step 1, movement. Step 2, check if anyone had their merchant there. No. Step 3, do the action. Done. Step 4, check if any of the special tokens are there. No. I'm done. Alright, green's gonna go next. Let me look at green's card quick. They need to race for that corner over there. So they're looking around, and I think for them, what they're going to do is they're going to move twice. 1, 2. But alright, I did forget to mention, when you move your merchant, you always have to move 1 or 2 spaces. You can't end up on the same space. And when you reach your destination, you're either dropping off an assistant to do the action, or you're gonna sort of suck him back into your stack if there was already an assistant there to then perform the action. All right, you're always either dropping off or picking up an assistant. If you can't do either, then you actually don't do an action that turn. Okay, so he's actually gonna go here. So step 1, move. Step 2, check if there's the other people's assistants there. No. Step 3, do the action of the spot. So this action here from the post office is you actually get all the depicted goods here. So he's going to get a green and a yellow. So let's give him those two. He's going to get one of each. And he's going to get $2 from the general supply. All right. There you go. That was his action. Now, this fourth action could be interacting with the smuggler because he's in the smuggler spot. And I think he will. So for the smuggler, what you do is you pay goods. Sorry, you can take any colored good you want, but it'll cost you either 2 lira or one of your other goods. I don't think he wants to waste his other goods right now. He just got $2. Might as well spend it back, and he'll take any one good. I think he'll take a blue one because the blue ones are rarer and hard to get. All right. After you use the ability of a smuggler governor, you're just gonna roll the dice, and you're gonna replace him. So he's gonna move around the board. So 10. Where's the 10? All the way in the corner down here. All right. These are pretty much. The corners are the hardest ones to get to, honestly. All right, and then we're gonna get to yellow. So yellow's up last. So what does yellow want to do? Yellow's looking at his card, and I think what he's gonna do is go get cards right away. So he's gonna go 1, 2. He's gonna drop off an assistant here. He's gonna grab 2 cards, and he's gonna drop discard one. He's gonna discard this card, and he's gonna keep this one. He's actually gonna use this card right away to get $5 from the bank. Alright, so the way cards work is on your turn you can use as many cards as you like. There you go, he's pretty much done. So there you go, I just finished the whole round. Pretty simple. I'm gonna go next, so I'll just speed this up since you know what I'm doing. This one is here. I'm gonna go 1, 2 and do this action over here. And the way the mosques work are you're gonna pay the resources indicated on the, I call them technology, but it's just a special power that you'll have, and then you'll get the tile. So here it's going to cost me 2 red to get this tile. So I do have 2 red, so I'm going to pay 2 red. And I'm going to get this tile. And I really like this tile. It, you know, it makes me want to gamble throughout the game because when you do the 2 gambling spots here, the black market or the tea house, you get to re-roll your dice or change one of the dice to a 4, so you can sort of be a better gambler. All right, so these ones just sit off here on the side of the board, and it's just a reminder that you have this special power. All right, so there you go, I'm pretty much done. So green, what is green gonna do? I think green's gonna go over here to activate his family member. Now the way the police station works is you're gonna take one of your family members, pretty much a criminal that's in jail, and he's gonna go visit any board, any spot on the board that you want. I don't know which one he wants right now. I think what he's gonna do may be logical because he pretty much has all the goods except for red. He's gonna actually go right over here. Oh, actually I did forget to do one thing on my turn. When he visited the post office, after you activate the post office, you always have to move down one of the cubes. When you can't move any one down, then they all go back up. So they have to go down in order. So this one actually moved down. Sorry about that. I will not forget in the future. So maybe because he's gonna probably get a red disc next, he maybe doesn't want to do that. Maybe he's gonna go for getting a lot of goods. So maybe he's gonna get an extra green one. So you know what he's gonna do? He's gonna try to be the goods guy, I think. So he's gonna hang around this corner over here to try to get goods here and try to get his goods off the max spots here. So what he's gonna do is he's going to he's gonna do this. All right. So the black market is pretty interesting. What you do is you get to roll the dice. He's not going to get the bonus like I do. And depending on what he rolls, he might get some blue goods. So he's going to do that first. Oh, he rolled an 11. That's incredible. So he's actually going to get 3 blue goods. Unfortunately, he already has 1. So he's only going to get a +1. Alright, but it's still good. And then he gets to take any one of these that he wants. And I think the one he's going to take, because he's going to get a red after, he's going to go for the green one. So maybe he'll get this bonus one after. Boom. Done. So he's done. That's it. Pretty simple. Oh, sorry, before I forget, he wanted to play this card. The reason why he wanted to go to the police station is this one lets him take back his family member. It's going to go back on the spot there. Alright. And he either gets a card or $3. At this point in the game, let him get a card. Let's see what it is. It's $5. So that worked out for him. So he's actually going to get, he's going to use it right away. He's just going to get $5. Alright, so he netted $2 from that move. Alright, so that was green. So now we're going to go to yellow. So yellow got a card. So what does yellow want to do? Yellow has no goods. He just has a lot of money. He might want to go towards the Wainwright to upgrade his wheelbarrow before getting a lot of goods. Alright, so I mean, he could go down here to the black market as well, and then in the following turn go to the Wainwright. He does have enough money, so he does want to get here as fast as he can. So I think that's what he's going to do. He's going to come here, drop off his disc. He's going to do the exact same maneuver that green just did. He's going to roll his dice. He rolled a 7. He's going to get 1 blue. Good. Then he's going to get one of any of these. I think he's going to get yellow. Yeah, sure. Let him get a yellow one. That's fine. So there you go. Alright, so here we go. I'm next. I think I know what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to go for this tile as well so I can get my free gem. Plus, I'll hoover back my assistant. I'll show you how that's done so that I don't have to ever go on this tile ever again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move 1, 2, drop off an assistant here, and get max green. It's the first time I go on that one, I think. So I'm going to show you how it works. Get my max green. Pretty simple. Next is going to be green. So I'm speeding it up quite a bit, but remember, it's always the same 4 steps. You're going to move your guy. If there's an opponent's merchant there, you're going to have to pay him. Then you do the action of the tile, and then you deal with the other tokens, the governor, the smuggler, or other people's family members. All right. Green's going to come down here. Now remember, once you move, you're either going to drop off an assistant or hoover him back up into your stack. So he's going to hoover this one back in, and then he's going to get the bonus here, which is $2, a red, and a yellow. Give him this $2. And I won't forget this time, you got to move one of these down. Alright, then we're going to go to yellow. And yellow wanted to go to the Wainwright. We already knew that from the previous turn. So he's going to go 1, 2. He's going to drop off his family member here. He's going to buy for $7 his extension wheelbarrow here. There you go. He's going to take this. He's going to slot this into his board. I'll show you how that's done with my board. He's going to go right there, but I'll do it for him. Okay, and that's it. All right, so let's go to the next round. Okay, so once you get used to the game, this game pretty much flies because you already know what you're going to do on your turn unless somebody goes in a spot and you don't want to really pay him, right? So now what I'm going to do with this one is I'm going to move twice, 1, 2. I'm going to hoover this assistant back up, and I'm going to spend 2 green to get this bonus tile. So I'm going to spend 2 green. I'm going to take this one. So this one is whenever I go to one of the max locations here, I can pay $2 to get a good of my choice. So I have no goods and I'm kind of broke. So I'm going to start having to build an engine, but I think I'm going to start doing it with this red tile here. All right. Plus, now because I have both of these upgrades, I'm actually going to get this gem. So I'm the first one on the board. First to 5. I just need 4 more to win the game. There you go. So green's gonna go next. So what does green want to do? Green's got a ton of goods. He wants to race over here to get his first gem as well. The only way for him to move twice and get there is to do it in 2 turns, right? He could come here, but then it'll cost him 3 goods of a color, and he doesn't have 3 of either ones. As you can see, these tech tiles, the later you get them, the more expensive they get. Right, so I went in there fast and heavy, so I bought mine for 2, but the next ones are 3, then 4, then 5. So I think he wants to definitely go there in the next turn. So the only real option he has is to come here, hoover up his assistant back in. He's gonna send off his assistant to the world, and I think what he's gonna do is go for more cards because cards are always great. So this one allows him to draw 2. Actually no, because he has a lot of money, I think what he's gonna do is send his assistant right over here. All right, and this one's gonna allow him to pay $7 because he has the cash. He's going to pay $7. He's going to get his extension, place it on his wheelbarrow, and there you go, he's done. Alright, next is going to be yellow. So yellow's in a tough spot right now, because if he goes on to a farther spot this way, alright, he's going to lose his assistant, and then it's only going to be his merchant, and pretty much the only spot that he can get to afterwards would be back on the Wainwright, and that would be a terrible position because he wouldn't even be able to activate it. So he sort of has to move this way. He doesn't really have a choice. I mean, he does have the extension to his wheelbarrow already, so if he goes on one of these max ones, it'll be pretty good because he'll, you know, sort of get 4 goods instead of just, 3 goods instead of just 2. What other options are there? He can go back on the black market if he wanted, just to hoover up a guy. But his goal, I think, is to get to $7 as fast as possible, because then he'd be able to get another Wainwright. What he could do is take a massive chance, go to the tea house, spend, say you want to gamble for 7, and then if he hits, then he can just come back here and buy another Wainwright on the following turn, and then if he comes down here afterwards, he'll be getting a ton of goods. But that's kind of risky, I think. He doesn't have $2, so he actually only has to gamble for 5. Yeah, you know what? Let him do that. So what he's going to do, he's going to come here. Alright, he's going to say gamble for 5. So the way the tea house works, you're going to say a number. If you roll that number above, you're going to get that much money. And if you roll below it, you only get $2. Alright, so he just really needs a 5. So he's going to take these, he's going to roll, and he rolled a 7. So he's going to get $5 from the general supply for his action, which is pretty good. Alright, so that was green and yellow. Now it's back to me. Alright, so what do I want to do? I have no goods, I have nothing. I think I'm going to go for some cash, because that's probably my best bet right now. Unfortunately, if I come here and I go on the tea house, see, yellow kind of screwed me over, because if I go on the tea house, I'm going to have to pay yellow $2 because his merchants is there. And there's nowhere else for me to get money. I could actually get money from the post office. This is like $3 free, and I get 2 goods, which is pretty good. And then I can just go back and forth a couple of times to get money and then goods again. Yeah, you know what? That works out for me, I think. So I'm going to come here. I'm going to activate the post office. So what do I get from the post office? I get $3, a yellow, and a red good. So I'm going to get $3, yellow, and a red good. Alright. That's pretty good. Then we're going to go to green, and we all know what green wanted to do. They're going to move 1, 2, and they're going to get their first gem. So this one's pretty simple. You give in 1 of every colored resource plus 1 resource of any color, and you're going to get the gem. So he's going to do that. He's going to do that, do that, do that, do that, and then he's going to use up an extra yellow one, and he's going to get a gem. So there you go. He's first on the board. So now these get more expensive, as you can see. So now it's 1 of every color, plus 1, 1 of each, plus 1 of any color, plus a yellow. All right, but that was pretty good. He's getting on the board. His goal, I think, will be to get a couple of more goods so that he can kind of come back on here soon, so he can hoover up back his assistant. All right, now we're gonna go to yellow. We already know what he wanted to do. He's gonna come over here to the Wainwright. He's gonna hoover back his assistant back into a stack, and he's gonna pay $7, which is all his money. Right over here. And he's going to get a second extension. So if he gets 1 more, he's actually going to get a gem. Alright, so what is it? Well, what he could do is go take another chance, but he's going to have to say 7 because he has no money, and then come back over here, and we'll see if he can get lucky. Maybe he will do it, we'll see. That was yellow's turn, so now it's going to be my turn, red. So what am I going to do? I think I'm going to block him. Definitely. So I'm going to go here, drop off my assistant. Oh, I did forget to move this down again. I keep forgetting. I won't forget in the future. And this one, I'm actually going to use my special power. So remember, I have my red power here that I get to either re-roll my dice or change something into a 4. So you know what? I'm going to be bold over here. 7 is average. 8 is doable. I think I'm gonna go for a 9. Let's go crazy and say 9. Alright, this can make me or break me. Alright, so if I can get $9 right now, it'll be huge, because then I can come over here and get another gem with the gemstone dealer maybe, or use my money to get a Wainwright and jump back and forth like yellow just did. So let me say 9. I'm gonna do it. Oh, look at that. I rolled a 12. I didn't even need my power. I could have actually said 12 and got $12. Alright, but I did say 9. That was incredible. So I'm gonna go get $9. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Boom. So let me do some exchange here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I am rich, 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 which is pretty good. But now I'm in danger, right? Because my merchant is by himself, which means my next move has to be where I already have an assistant, and it has to be 2 away. So I can either go here or go back to the post office. I think I'm gonna definitely go back to the post office. It'll give me more money, plus it'll give me one of those rare blue goods that I can definitely use somewhere on the board. Alright, maybe if I can get to 2 blue goods or 2 yellow, I can go get some more powers. And maybe that'll be my strategy, getting all these special powers so I can sort of, you know, do extra bonuses throughout the game. Alright, so let's not waste any more time. It's gonna be Green's turn. And Green still has pretty much almost all their assistants still under their stack. They can pretty much go anywhere they want. Actually, I think I did forget to do one thing. When yellow came back here, sorry, skipped a step. Sorry about that. When yellow came back here and the green's family member was there, the family member actually gets kicked back into the jail. All right. The bonus yellow gets for doing that is either $3 or a card. He's completely broke, so I think he'll take the $3. Probably a better idea. Plus, when he goes and gamble, he'll have $3 less to deal with. And this is where he has to sort of make a decision. He can jump back here to hoover back in his assistant. He only has to go to the Wainwright one more time to get the gem. So he can sort of jump back and forth here to fill up his wheelbarrow, and then when he's going to be jumping over here to the max locations, he's going to be gaining 5 resources every time. So you know what? Maybe that's going to be a strategy for the game, so let him do that. So he's going to jump over here. He's going to hoover back in his assistant from the tea house. He does have to pay me $2. I swear I didn't do that on purpose. He's gonna give me $2. So he's at $1, so he's gonna say 6. So he needs to roll a 6 or more so he can get to 7 coins so that he can come here. So he's gonna say 6. He rolled a 10. Perfect. He's gonna get 6 coins from the general supply. There you go. So we'll give that to yellow. All right. Oh, sorry. I did skip Green's turn. Sorry about that. I was explaining what happened to Green and I skipped his turn. I apologize. So Green had to decide what he wants to do. After Green does his movement, I think we're gonna go straight to red because yellow would have done his movement. And really whatever he did had no effect on yellow because yellow was here and green can't even get there, so that's fine. So what does green want to do? Green wants more goods so that he can sort of get more stuff. So where can he go for more goods? His options are to come over here to get more green. He's gonna net 2 green goods for that, but he'll still be missing a yellow and a red to come back here. He could go visit these 2 and then come back here, or here, here, and then back up here, and that probably sounds like a good idea. So he's actually gonna move twice here, drop this off. He's gonna go max on green. All right. So we already did yellow's turn, so now it's gonna be back to my turn. My turn's pretty simple. I don't really have a choice. I think I'm just gonna come back up here, reactivate the post office, so I suck back my assistant back in. I'm gonna gain a red, a blue, and $3. I am very rich right now. I'm actually gonna take a 5 and give back a 2. Right. And I gain a blue and a red good. And this token actually moves down. So the next person to actually go there is gonna reset the whole post office. All right, that was my turn. Now we're gonna go back to green. We sort of already know what he's gonna do. He's gonna come over here, drop this off. He's gonna roll first. See what he gets. He gets an 8. That's great. I'm gonna give him his blue good that he needs for over there. That was pretty lucky for him. And he gets to take 1 of anything. Since he's gonna get a red anyway, He's gonna go get a yellow so he doesn't have to step back over here. He's gonna take his yellow that he'll need for over there in a couple seconds. All right, next is gonna be yellow. We already know what he's gonna do. He's gonna come over here, drop off an assistant. He's gonna buy the last Wainwright that he needs, or the wheelbarrow extension from the Wainwright. He's gonna take his last extension. Now he completely filled up his wheelbarrow, so he's actually gonna get a gem. So we're all tied up at 1 gem apiece, but green is pretty much gonna get the lead in a couple of seconds here. So that was yellow. Now back to me. I don't think I have a choice. I think I'm gonna go back to the tea house and then sort of work my way down here so I can spend my money maybe. And then by spending my money, I'll probably use this card so I can spend my money twice and get 2 gems. So I'll need a ton of cash to get 2 gems at the same time. All right, so I think I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna come over here, hoover this guy back up. I'm gonna sort of bid. I think I'm gonna bid 8. 8's probably a good number. So I'm gonna roll my dice. I'm definitely gonna use my power to re-roll. Oh boy, I was hoping for at least a 6 or a 5 so I can turn the other die into a 4, but that was unlucky. So let's see. And I rolled a 7. So I didn't roll what I wanted. So instead of getting my top value, I'm only gonna get $2 from the general supply, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. All right, so I'll just need my $2. All right, so back to green. Pretty simple. He's gonna come over here, drop off his assistant, get max red, which is a lot of red goods. Back to yellow. So now yellow can start getting a ton of goods. His wheelbarrow is empty. Wherever he goes, he's gonna get 5 goods of any type. He just doesn't want to come here, I think, because he doesn't really want to pay $2. Plus, he doesn't even have the $2 to pay green. I think he's just gonna start stomping around the board here to try to get as much goods as he can. So he's gonna go like this to get max yellow. Okay. He's actually he's gonna use that card later. You know what, he would have used this card before. You know what, before he moved this guy, he was gonna use this card to hoover this assistant back into a stack. Sorry about that, change the order a little bit. So he would have hoovered that guy back into a stack, and then he would have moved 2 to drop off that assistant there. All right, back to red. Back to me. What do I want to do? I have a couple of choices. I can race for over here, but there's also the Wainwright on my way. I can drop off. I have so much money. I can sort of I do want at least 1 extension to my wheelbarrow for the game, so that when I go on these max spots, I'm not just gaining 2 every time. I'll get at least 3. So yeah, let me do that. So I'm actually gonna come here, drop it off, pay $7. Here you go. You get 1 of these, and you'll see how these work. Ta-da! There you go. Alright, so that was my turn. Now it's going to be green's turn, and we already sort of planned this out for him before. He's going to go 1, 2. So I think his plan is he's just going to keep rotating over here and try to get all these gems up here. Alright, so he's going to come back over here. He's going to hoover in his assistant here. And here he's got to spend 2 blue. So let me take care of this. 2 blue. 1 red, 1 green, 1 yellow. 1 red, 1 green, 1 yellow. And 1 of anything else. I think he's gonna spend the extra green because he might just go get it right now. Boom. He spent that. He's gonna get a 2nd gem. So he's in the lead. 2 gems to 1. Alright, there you go. Now it's yellow's turn. What does yellow want to do? What does yellow want to do? What does yellow want to do? Yellow. How much money do they have? No money. They need a way to make money. Or they just give up on getting money since their wheelbarrow is full. They can go max out, then come over here and sort of fight green for that as well. And since they have a ton of goods, they can go visit the mosques to get a ton of money. So if they exchange all the tiles that are in there, they'll make $20 or $25. I think what he's going to do is try to hoover up his guys and then sort of work his way back this way. So he's going to go 1, 2. He's going to hoover this one back in. And he's going to roll his 2 dice. See if he can get a blue good. He's going to roll. He rolled an 11. Wow, everyone's rolling really well. So an 11, you actually get 3 blue. That's huge. He can actually go over here for the 3 blue and get $25. All right, and then he gets one of his choice. I think he's gonna take a red one because he's probably gonna go up this way. So he's probably gonna come here and then go there. So he's gonna get green anyway. So he'll take the red good. All right. Unfortunately, this one does take 2 red. Wait, let me think about that. Yeah, you know what? He's gonna take a green because this one's gonna take at least 2 red to do. So he's gonna probably move this way and then up. So let me take a green instead. All right, back to me. What do I want to do? What do I want to do? Maybe I'll pause the video here. I'll figure out what I want to do and I'll be right back. All right, I think I know what I want to do. I just reread the rules. Sorry, I thought this one would have worked also for the gemstone dealer, but it doesn't. It's only for the Sultan's Palace. So I think I need to race there before they're all gone and get a couple of gems at the same time. I don't know if it'll even be possible because it's so many resources. But let me try anyway before they all disappear. So what I need is some blue. So because I'm great at gambling, I'm gonna come here to get some blue, maybe then hoover up my guy for green and then end up back here and I'll have enough resources. So what I'm gonna do, oh boy, I am running out of assistants here, so I'm gonna go 1, 2, drop off my assistant. I am gonna have to pay yellow $2, but he's completely broke, so I don't really mind. So I'll drop off $2 there. I get to roll my dice. Remember, I'm great at gambling. Maybe another reason I went there. Let's roll my dice. I rolled a 7. Do I take a chance? I can re-roll the dice or change this into a 4, which wouldn't actually make a difference. I only get 1 blue. So you know what? Let me just get my 1 blue. Kind of disappointing. And then for my extra good, I'll take a yellow. Because I'm probably going to go onto this green spot next and I'll max out my green anyway. Alright, so that was my turn. Next is green, and green's gonna sort of go around the board again and see if he can go get the gems, these gems again. So he's gonna go 1, 2, hoover back in this one, get max green. He's pretty much done, which sucks for me because then I'm gonna have to pay him to go there, or I go back here to the Wainwright and sort of delay a couple of turns so that I can go around because I don't really have an assistant. I'm kind of stuck. What would be really helpful right now is if I had this power, this power here for 2 yellow, which I do have 2 yellow, so maybe I will make my way down here to get this power, which is pretty good because I'll get to hoover in some of my guys. Anyway, that's not right. It's not my turn, so that's fine. So it's gonna be yellow's turn here. Yellow just has $2. He has no red though. Let's see, to get here, he's just looking at his board. He could delay around by going up here to get a card and then coming here the turn after to get his green. Let's see. He's kind of broke. He does also want to go to these small markets to get a ton of cash. You know what? He's gonna come here. It's fine. He's gonna give $2 to green. I think he's okay with that. And then he's gonna get 5 green goods because remember his wheelbarrow is completely full. Alright, so that was yellow's turn. Back to red. What does red want to do? So now I gotta decide. I really don't want to go here because that'll cost me $4 to go there. My other options are to hoover up everyone at the fountain. I can come here, which would be wasteful because I'm already maxed out at red. Actually, I will gain 1 red, which is useless. Or I can move twice to come here and get another wheelbarrow extension. I think that's probably my most obvious move. And yeah, that's probably what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna move twice, hoover this one back in, spend $7. I'll spend 10 here, take back 3. And I'll get another extension. There you go. So now that's maybe a way for me to get another gem, maybe get another $7. It's kind of wasteful. I would rather do other things, but we'll see how that goes. Then it's gonna be green's turn. He's got no more blue, so pretty simple. He's gonna try to get blue so he can go back there. He's gonna move down here, hoover this one back up, roll the 2 dice. Let's see if he can get some blues. So he rolled a 7, so he's gonna get 1 blue for that. 1 blue, and he doesn't really need red. He'll take an extra yellow, although he's gonna raise up his yellow if he comes here. So you know what? He'll take an extra. He'll take an extra red, because I think what he's gonna do, he's gonna come down here and then start getting some power tiles, sort of help out his game, because he's sort of sputtering right now. So he's gonna take a red, all right, as his extra good here. All right, now it's yellow's turn. Yellow has pretty much all the goods except for red, so you can't even go here yet. Is there any way for him to get red? I mean, he could go here, get his max red, then spend a turn coming here, sort of hoovering up all his guys, and then going to the Sultan's Palace to get his gem. It's sort of a waste of a turn, but he gets so many goods by coming here, it's sort of a no-brainer. I think that's what he's going to do. He's going to come here, he's going to max out his red. So he's pretty much maxed out on all his goods. He can visit that Sultan's Palace almost twice in a row and get 2 more gems, and it'll be super expensive for the rest of us to get our stuff there. Alright, so that was yellow, back to red. Oh boy, I always want to move this way, but the problem is they're kind of screwing me over because I can't really get anywhere I want. I could go back to the fountain to sort of do a reset, plus yellow will have to pay me $2 to go in there. But that seems like a waste. I don't really want to do that. I am low on money. I could go back to the cash over here, or go back to the post office, which will give me $4 and 2 goods that I actually need. And then I might go back down, because then I'll have my 3 blue. I could actually come down here and sell for $25, which would be gigantic. But then I will have no more of these no more assistants. So if I go that way, I'm going to run out of assistants, which is terrible, terrible, terrible news. I do want green goods because I don't have any more green goods, and I do have to hoover up my assistant here for green goods. Ah, what do I do? I think man, oh man. My choices are not great. I could also come down here to the Great Mosque to get my special power. And sure, I'm going to be kind of stranded at that point, which is not ideal. So let me do that. I'm going to come here. This kind of sucks. I'm going to actually pay 2 blue for that. 2 blue for that. I'm gonna get this one, and the only reason I did that is so I don't get screwed over and I can actually do a move later. So I'm probably gonna move here. Oh no, now that I lost my blue, maybe I'll move up here, gamble, and then come back here to buy my last power tile here. Anyway, I get to keep this one, so I'm the only one buying these. That's why I'm getting them for so cheap. But so far they've not helped me too much. I did forget that I have this power, but I haven't done this ability yet to go on one of these 3 tiles. Actually, I did use this one way back in the beginning of the game, but anyway, that was my action. So now I sort of got my 5th assistant, which is good. Green's gonna go. What does green want to do? Green has no more yellow. I think they're gonna come 1, 2, drop off his assistant. He's gonna get max yellow. So he's almost maxed out again. He's gonna try to go to the Sultan's Palace. Yellow's gonna go. We already know what he's gonna do. He's gonna come here, suck up all his guys in. Now, he's here with the governor, so he has a choice to do this ability or not. He doesn't have money or cards in his hand, so he can't actually interact with the governor. So the governor lets you draw a card, but you then have to discard a card or pay $2. So you know what, he'd rather keep the governor there. You could just draw a card and then discard it as the payment to the governor, but he wants to keep the governor in that spot so it doesn't really move. So he's not going to interact with it. Alright, so that was yellow. Now back to red. Alright, so I'm here. I have only $5. I need to get to at least 14, I think, to get a gem here. I think I'm going to start going for the money strategy because this one's going to be way too expensive for me since yellow and green are going there soon. And now you're going to need almost 3 of every resource to get there. I could also try to get to $7 to get my last wheelbarrow here so I can get my other token. Which, you know what, is probably a good idea. But you know what, to start off, I'm going to go 1, 2. I'm going to go gamble again. I'm going to say 9. Why not? Let's go crazy. And I rolled an 8 and I can't even make this work. So I'm going to have to roll it again and pray that I get a 9. And of course, it does not work. So I only get $2 from the tea house. So that was really disappointing. That's a swing of $14 so far in this game because I missed both times. Because I couldn't roll a 5 or a 6 on the dice to change the other one into a 4. Alright, so next is green. What does green want to do? Green could actually come here to get his special tiles as well, and I think he will, because he knows that I'm stuck and I'm gonna have to come back this way, and it's a way for him to get $2 free dollars. So yeah, sure, let him do that. He's gonna come here, activate the spot. I think, which one does he want? He doesn't actually have a choice. He has to take this one because he doesn't have the 3 goods here. So he's gonna take this one. No, actually wait, change of plans, because he's gonna need those goods to pay for over there. So change of plans, what he's gonna do is it's gonna go that way. So he's actually gonna move twice over here, pay $7 to get this. So we're both having our last ones there. Alright, so that was green's turn. Now yellow, we already know what he's going to do. He's going to come over here, get rid of some goods. So it's going to be 2 blue and 2 red, no matter what. 2 blue, 2 red. Now it's going to be 1 green and 1 yellow. Alright, so he paid for everything except for the wild one. So the wild one can be anything he wants. So he's going to make it a yellow. Right, because the yellow one's all the way down here. So actually no, he's gonna pay the extra green because green's closer. My bad. Alright, and there you go. He paid for it. He's gonna get another gem. So he's already at 2. So green and yellow are at 2 gems, and I am in last place at 1 lonely gem. But I'm gonna get my second one right now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move twice. 1, 2. I'm gonna get this bonus tile. So I pretty much got every bonus tile in the game. So this one's gonna come with a an extra gem because I have both of these. That's going to cost me 2 of my yellow. Oh. Alright, so now I'm very flexible. I can pay $2 to hoover up a guy. I can pay $2 to get an extra good of my choice. I can re-roll. I have my 5th worker. So hopefully my engine will start working now. I can actually go get my extra Wayne right here, or wheelbarrow extension. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I have just enough to go get the extra gem here. And then I just need 2 more gems. But we'll see how that works. So this is 1 stack. Okay, so next is green. So green wanted to go up there, but I think what green wants to do, green's going to kind of I think green's gonna do the same thing yellow did. He's gonna end up having to spend a turn at the fountain to hoover back his guys, but he can actually go get, well actually wait, let's see, does he have 2 green? Yes. Does he have 2 red? Yes. He is missing a blue. So where can he go for a blue? Good. I think he's gonna go to the post office, and then he's gonna hoover the guys up next turn. So he's gonna get a blue, a red, and $4. A blue, a red, and $4. There you go. So now this all resets. There you go. So now it's yellow's turn. So as you can see, it starts flowing pretty fast here. So yellow just wants to do something and then go back here, but does he have the goods needed? So he does have 2 blue. He does have 2 red. He does have 2 green. He does have one yellow and one wild to take care of this, so 2 yellow. So he's gonna do an action and then just come back. So let him go get a card. He's gonna come here. He's gonna go get a card. This action is you draw 2, and I think he's gonna draw this one and the top one. All right, and he's actually going to discard this one and then use this one right away to hoover back this one under the stack. All right, so next turn he can go here and have his full stack ready to go. Then it's green's turn. No, sorry, after yellow it's red. So I'm here. Couple of options. I can go up here to get my extra gem because I'll fill up my wheelbarrow, but it'll be all my money. But then I can go gamble again. Or I can go gamble first, see how much money I have by bidding maybe 9 and then deciding what I want to do later. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go gamble. So I'm going to come here, hoover this going in. Let's say 9 again. Let's see if I can get lucky. 9. And again, I will miss. Darn it. So I'm going to roll again. And I roll an 8. Good Lord. Alright, so I only make $2 again. So that's pretty bad luck there. I should have said 8. I would have nailed it right on the nose. Alright, so there you go. That was my turn. Pretty upset by that move. Yellow's gonna, green's gonna come here. He's gonna hoover in all his guys. Alright, he's going to actually interact with the governor. So he's gonna spend $2 to... You actually take a card and then decide later. This one is the tea house, I believe. Just look at the icons in the top right of the card. Where is this one? Is this the expansion? This one might be part of the expansion. Let me just double check it for a sec. Yeah, sorry, this one was in this expansion card. My bad. Oh, so there you go. You got this card, and this card is basically discarded for any good of your choice at any time. He's gonna discard it right away for a blue good because the blue ones are the rarest, and he needs them. It's pretty much the only one that he doesn't have max value on. All right, next gonna be yellow. Yellow's gonna come here, hoover up in his guy. He's gonna spend the goods, so that's gonna be 2 blue, which he has, 2 red, which he has, 2 green, which he has. 1 yellow and 1 of anything else. He's going to spend 2 yellow. Alright, and he's going to get the gem. So he's already at 3. So 2 more for yellow and they're going to win. Alright, now it's the red's turn. Kind of disappointed by my gambling skills. It's going to cost me a fortune to get my extra ruby here. But I don't really have a choice. I'm going to need a lot of money. And a lot of goods. Is there any good way for me to make money? I mean, I can go to a post office, gamble, and then come gamble after. And hopefully I'll make like $15 there and then work my way this way so I can go visit the gemstone dealer. The other way of making money is visiting the mosques, but they're in the corner of the boards, which is kind of not ideal. They're kind of hard to get to. Oh, sorry, I did forget to roll for the governor when green used their ability. Sorry about that. 2. So where's the number 2? Number 2, number 2, number 2. And number 2 is... Where is number 2? 3, 4, 2. Here we go. There we go. Sure. So what I'm going to do is come here, spend $7. I'll get my gem. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll take this. Put it here. Fill up my wheelbarrow. Get my last, not last gem, but a 3rd gem. So now I sort of have to figure out a way to get a ton of money to get these gems here because those ones are going to be really hard to get, I think. Or maybe I'll get 1 of each. We'll see. Alright, that was my turn. Now it's going to be green's turn. And green has enough, so he's going to come here. He's going to pay yellow $2. He doesn't really mind. He's going to pay 2 blue, 2 reds, 2 blue, 2 red, 2 green, 2 yellow, 2 green, 2 yellow, and 1 of anything. I think he'll pay the extra yellow, green because it's right here. Boom. There you go. You got another gem. So everyone's going to be at 3 gems right now. So it's pretty cutthroat as we speak. Alright, so yellow's turn. I think what yellow's going to do is it's going to go make some money. They're going to go to a small mosque. Look at that. So what he's going to do is going to turn in some goods. So he can pretty much... Oh, wait. Actually. Before he does that, he can actually use this to then come here and get a ton of cash. He needs a good way to get blue. Yeah, so what he's going to do, he's going to go 1, 2, go to police station, send his guy to the black market, roll his 2 dice. He is getting so lucky. He's going to get 2 blue, and then he's going to take 1 of anything. He'll take an extra green because he'll need it for this. And there you go. That was his turn. Next turn, he's going to come here and make $20, and maybe he'll work his way down here to get another gem. Alright, that was yellow. Back to me. Oh man, what do I do? I could go gamble again and then sort of hoover this one back up, and then visit here. But I am going to need $14 for this. I only have $2, so there's no way for me to get actually $14 unless I get more goods and more stuff. I could go visit the green and the red to max it out so I wouldn't have to go again. I'm gonna have no choice. I'm gonna have to go gamble again. So I'm gonna go 1, 2, hoover this one back up, roll these 2 dice. Hopefully I can roll something high. Alright, it's a 9. I don't think I'm gonna re-roll, so I'm gonna leave it as a 9. I'm actually gonna get 2 blue. And then I get 1 of anything. I think I'm gonna get a yellow. No, a red. A red. The reason I'm getting a red is I'm gonna end up standing back on the red later. So you know what? I'll get a yellow. So instead of the red, I'll get a yellow. All right. My engine is sputtering. So green's next to go. Green's got no more green. He could go get a card as well. He doesn't really mind. Card could work. Just looking around. It's funny that both of the other players didn't get any of the bonus tiles, so they don't have any special powers to actually activate. I mean, he could go get green and then go get this power here to go get more goods for cheap. But he doesn't have money either. He does need to make money. So maybe he's going to go get goods so he can go visit the mosques as well. So he's going to go 1, 2. He's going to fill up on green. The other reason he did that is because he sort of knows I'm going to come here next. Or maybe I'll delay a round by getting a card and then coming back down here. We'll see. So that was green's turn. Now it's going to be yellow. So yellow is going to show you how this works. He's going to go visit the small mosque. So he's going to turn in 5 goods. So he turns in all the 5 goods on the card. So 1 blue, 2 green, 2 yellow. That's $20. Look at that. He's rich. And after you visit it, tile gets flipped. Well, that's good for green, actually. Now he might want to make his way here because he just filled up his max green. He might want to go over there to make some serious coin. But after yellow, it is red. So what do I want to do? I only have $2 left. Oh, man. Do I go for cards? I mean, at this point, I can pray to get some coin cards to try to get some money. I could also use my ability to spend $2 to do a special thing, but I only have $2 left. I sort of need a way to like get a ton of cash so I can use my powers and also use this. But I am down like 21 coins because of my super bad luck about that. I would have just been able to go here this round if I even hit it 1 time. That's terrible. So what I think I'm gonna do is go get a card. Let's see if those can help me out. I'm gonna drop this off here, grab 2 cards, and what I'm gonna do is, this one allows me to visit the gemstone dealer twice and I'm at 3 gems. So if I can figure out a way to get a ton of cash, like a lot of money, I can win the game in 1 turn by playing this card and visiting it twice. But I think this one's going to be more valuable because I can use it on one of the mosque actions to sort of get a lot of cash. So I sort of need both. But oh, actually, wait. You know what? I can discard any of my cards. You know which one I'm going to discard? This one. So I'm actually going to keep both of these and probably be more handy than having that one. So there you go. So I'm going to store my cards on the side right over there. That was my turn. Green's going to go next. And what does green want to do? Green needs money. Green needs money. Green needs money. Green also needs a lot of yellow and blue. He could try to go get the last gem there. No, he wanted to get the special tile here. So he's going to move 1, 2. Visit the small mosque. He's going to spend 3 green to get this. Right, because you can just fill up his green right after. Right? There you go. That was his move. Now it's going to be yellow. Yellow's rich. Yellow wants to move this way to go visit the gemstone dealer. So where can he go? Doesn't need to go here. Doesn't really need to go here. Doesn't need to go here. Does he really want to go here? He's kind of rich. You can go visit here and get some cards. Yeah, sure. Let him do that. He's going to go 1, 2. He's going to drop off his assistant. He actually has to pay me $2. And then he's going to grab 2 cards. He's going to discard 1. Wow, this one gives him $3 and this one gives him $5 or a card. I think he's just going to take the $5 one. He might have enough to visit the gemstone dealer twice in a row now and win the game outright. So he's going to discard this. He's going to actually play this right away to make $5. And the game might be soon over, right? After yellow, it's going to be me. I sort of want to block. I can actually go here and sort of return his guy back as well. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go 1, 2, activate the power here. Again, gamble, gamble, gamble. Oh, I rolled an 11. That's huge. So I'm actually going to get 3 yellow, blue, which is good. Then I get 1 of anything. I think I'm going to take the yellow as well. Now, I get to kick back his guy back into jail. That's going to either give me $3 or a card. Let's see. Will $3 help me? I'm going to be at 4. I'm going to be at 4 plus 3 is $7. I'm going to need at least, let's see, $16, $17, $18. I think I'll take a card. Hopefully it'll help me. Sure, let's take a card. What does this one say? This is the same one that I had to visit the gemstone dealer twice. Ah, it is what it is. I'm gonna keep it. I already have twice that card, so it's not great. Not great. Next is gonna be green. Green. Green's over here. What does green want to do? Green's kind of stuck. Green can move back here to get back his green that he just used over here. Sure. And then he can go back here to get another gem because he'll be able to get this one here. So yeah, he'll do that. He'll come here, hoover this one back up, get max green. Next turn he'll come here, get this tile, which will give him a gem. Then he's going to be missing 1 gem for the win. But now it's yellow's turn. Oh, one thing I did forget is yellow only has this, so he can't actually get here in 2 turns. It's actually going to take him 3 turns. So I think what he's going to do, maybe play it smart here, he's going to actually go to the fountain to hoover up his guys. And next turn, he'll take a couple of turns to get here, and then he'll buy a gem and he'll be 1 away from the win. Alright, now it's red's turn. Ah, man. What I'm going to do, first of all, is spend $2. Right? And I'm going to use my power here to hoover a guy back under my my stack. So I'm gonna hoover this one in. All right, now I need cash. I mean, I can go get max red and then come here for cash and then sort of work my way back. This is probably the easiest way to get money, unless I go to the large mosque to trade in all those goods, which I almost have, to get $25. And with $25, I'll be very close to getting this twice. Plus these two, if I can activate this one and this one back to back, I think I'll have enough to visit this twice. And I think that's my only option. But unfortunately, I don't have that much money. I don't have that much. I don't have that many assistants under my stack. See, if I go here, it's gonna cost me $2, and then go over here, then it's gonna cost me $2 to. So it's gonna cost me like $2 to hoover back every single time. But I don't think I have a choice. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come here, get max yellow. I might not make it in time, but we'll see. Next is gonna be green. So green needs yellow as well. If he can get some yellow, he can maybe come back here and get the last gem there. Oh no, we already know what he wanted to do. He wanted to come here. So he's gonna come here, hoover this one back up, lose all his red, then get this ability to get his gem. So he's at 4. So he's ahead of everyone else right now. Okay, so that's good. Next, yellow's gonna go. Yellow did not want me to be there. That's maybe another reason I went there. I really didn't plan it, because he wanted to max out his yellow so that next he can go here. But since he has no green anyway, he's gonna come here, get max green, and then next turn he's gonna come here. We go max green. So we sort of already know what yellow is gonna do next turn. So now it's gonna be my turn. I'm gonna spend the $2 again to use my ability. Hoover up this one, then move 1, 2 to come here. All right. And now for this one, I'm gonna activate, so movement first, then check for opponent merchants, then 3 activate the tile. So I activate the tile, I'm gonna turn in all 5, so it's 3 blue, a red, and a green. 3 blue, 1, 2, 3, a red. Oh, I didn't have a green. Maybe that time that anyway, I screwed it up. But anyway, I would make $18. I think I screwed that up somewhere. 1, 2, 3. Just keep that in my personal supply. So $18, that might be 1 extra gem. So I need to figure out where to get my extra gem. I don't know. Then I get to interact with him. Oh wait, before I do that, this flips over. Actually, I'll be able to interact with this, maybe get money, interact with this again. I'll be rich and sort of work my way this way. Probably that's my only chance of winning this game. So what I'm gonna do is, I don't need any green for this, so I don't need to interact with him. But you know what, I will interact with him. So he lets you take any good you want, but you also give up any good, right? So you don't have to pay the $2. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lose a yellow and I'll gain a green. Why not? Just like that. All right, so once you use this power, you roll, it's gonna move on the board. 8. It's gonna come to the black market. All right, so green's up next. What does green want to do? Does green have enough for this? No, because he has no red. So he really just needs to visit the red to max out his red, and then he'll be able to go here next turn. Is that gonna make him win? Oh, he's still missing a bit of yellow. So he might have to do a detour somewhere to get some yellow. Oh, he's so close. Let's see, could he do this one? He could do this one and get $20 and then work his way down to get this, and that'll make him win. That's actually not a bad idea either. But he's gonna run out of assistance before he gets there. He doesn't have red either, so he'll only get $14, and that won't actually be enough to get a gem. So he's not gonna do that. He doesn't have red. You know, he doesn't have red, so he's gonna come here, max out his red. Then we'll see what he wants to do after that. Yellow's up next. Yellow's gonna move twice. We already know what he wants to do. He's gonna spend $14 for this. So he's at 4. So both yellow and green are at 4. I'm at 3. So everyone's sort of figuring out how they're gonna get their last gem. Alright, then I'm up next. Like usual, I'm gonna spend 2 of my coins. Let's hoover this one back up. Go over here, drop them off. I'm gonna say, let's see, I have $16. I'm gonna say 8. 7, turn this into a 4. Now is the turn I could have said 9, but that's fine. I'm gonna make $8 from the bank. 1, 2, 3, and a 5. Alright, so we're getting very, very close to the end here. So next is gonna be green. So what did green want to do? Did green have enough for this? No, he's missing some yellow. He's so close to winning. If you can get this yellow and then figure out a way to get here, I think he's gonna win. Oh no, he's missing one more blue as well. Oh no. But this is gonna be 2 yellow. You know what? If he goes here and he gets the blue, then he'll win in 2 turns. Right? He just needs to roll well to get a blue because he needs a blue. Actually, he can get the blue from the smuggler. Perfect. Done. He's gonna come here, drop off his assistant. He's gonna roll. He doesn't even need the blue because this smuggler will give him a blue anyway. And he still rolls really well. So 10 gives him 2 blue. He only needed 1. He's gonna still interact with the smuggler. He's gonna lose a green to get a yellow. So we're gonna re-roll for the smuggler. He's gonna go to 4. He's gonna go to the fruit warehouse. Alright, so we're getting close. So yellow needs a way to gain, let's see, this is 15. He needs $4. If you can find a way to get $4, you can land back here and win. Is there any way for him to get $4? The problem is all the money stuff is on this side of the board. The mosque, everything. Unfortunately, there's no way for him to make $4, he can go try to get a card and try to get lucky. Doesn't need green though. You can go get the card here and try to get lucky. Sure, let's do that. He's gonna go 1, 2. Actually, he can go here to get a good, get his yellow, and then come over here to make his money and then make his way back. So he's gonna come here. He's gonna get max yellow. He's gonna interact with this, so he's gonna pay. Actually, no, he's not gonna pay. He's gonna lose one of his yellow that he just gained. Actually, he's gonna lose a green. No, he's gonna lose a yellow to gain a blue. That's because when he goes here, he's gonna get even more money. Alright, that was yellow. Back to red, like usual. Pay $2. Hoover this one back up. Alright, so now I need 2 gems. Remember, I have those cards that will allow me to visit this dealer twice. So I need, let's see, I need $30 something to visit him twice. I am not close. Not close, not close. So what I am gonna do is I'm gonna go visit the large market. Alright, I think this is a good plan. I'm gonna visit the large market. Actually, did I roll for him? I did not. So it goes to 7, which is the fountain. I'm gonna go to large market. Alright, so I need 3 blue, a red, and a yellow. But for that, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my card. This one that lets me exchange goods any way that I want. Alright, so I need 3 blue, a red, and a yellow. 3 blue, a red, and a yellow. So I'm gonna exchange 3 yellows to gain 2 blue, and doesn't really matter, and a red. Alright, and now that I'm on this spot over here, I'm gonna spend 3 blue. 1, 2, 3, a red, and a yellow. And I just filled out maximum of this tile here, so that's gonna give me $25. So I use this card, it goes through this card. So I'm gonna get $25. So now I'm all set up. If I can get here, I can actually win, but we'll see if I can get there in time. Alright, and now because I use this one's gonna flip over and be like that. Yellow's sort of doing the same strategy. He's gonna go there and then sort of race me back. So we're gonna maybe end on the same turn. Next is gonna be green. Green just needs 1 more gem. He needs money. He's completely broke. I think his goal is to come here, and I think he has enough to get this. Let's see. Yeah, he definitely does have enough to get here. So he's gonna win in 2 turns, but he's He doesn't have enough guys to do an action and then go there. So what he's gonna do is he's gonna spend 2 movement to come over here to the fountain, hoover up his guys. So he'll win next turn, I think. He's gonna hoover up his guys. He's actually gonna speak with the smuggler here, so he's gonna exchange a red for a yellow, and then this guy's gonna move. Oh my god, we might all end on the same turn and 7 again, so he's gonna stay here. Alright, so now it's yellow's turn. Yellow's gonna follow me into the mosque, so he's gonna come here, 1, 2, drop off his guy. He's gonna have to pay me $2, which is fine. 1, 2, 3. Wow, this is gonna be close. I think we might all end up on the same turn. So now he's got to turn in his goods. So it's gonna be 1 green, 2 blue, which he has, and 2 red, which he has. So he's gonna get $25 as well. 25. So he's rich. All right, then it's my turn. Like usual, spend $2. Hoover this guy back up. Then I'm gonna go 1, 2 to get max yellow. All right. Now it's gonna be green. Oh, actually, he's gonna beat me before because he's gonna get the 5 gems before I can get the 5. And 1 round, he's gonna win by 1 round. Look, you'll see how this works. It's green's turn. He's gonna come here. He's gonna turn in all these goods. So it's gonna be 2 blue, which he has. It's gonna be 2 red, which he has. It's gonna be 2 green and 2 yellow. Alright, and then 2 wild of anything, which he has. And then he's gonna get this gem. And then he's at 5 gems. So yellow's actually gonna finish his turn. But there's no way for him to get an extra gem. If he was 1 step closer, he would have been able to get his last gem here. And my next turn, I would have been able to buy 2 gems at the same time using my card. So green won by 1 turn, and that's how this game usually ends. It's always very, very close. Just for giggles, what does yellow want to do? Is there any way for him to get a gem? Not really. So we all use different strategies as well. Green went heavy on the resources there. Yellow did a bit of everything. I did a lot of the tech and the Wainwright. But I think he's just going to move twice. Hoover this guy back up. Gonna get max yellow. And that's going to end the game. So green's the winner. Yellow's actually in second. And I finished in last, even though I was going to win next round. Because I would have had the most money, I think. Actually, I would have spent it all here. So it would have been close. We don't know. But there's Istanbul. Let me know if I made any mistakes below. Hope you enjoyed it. It's a pretty fast game once you know what you're doing. I'm going to cover the expansions next. So that should be exciting. Because one of them is really good. And one of them is not so good. So there's that. Alright, so we'll see you in the next one. Later.